Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and I certainly thank you all for being here today. I'm truly delighted and excited to be back in Fort McMurray today, particularly for this exciting announcement. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sharon Clarkson, and though we recently retired and left Fort McMurray, I'm proud to have called Fort McMurray home for over 35 years. And I guess I left two of the most important things in Fort McMurray when we retired, my children and my grandchildren. So Fort McMurray is such a special place to me, and it means so much. During my time here, I served on the school board for 12 years, and I sat on council for 6 years, as well as being involved in many volunteer committees, including being director for the Arctic Winter Games for Northern Alberta. And I tell you this only because I truly know and understand what it takes, the sacrifices that are needed, and the commitment to be an active community advocate. Today I'm here to introduce an individual who leads by example, someone who gives willingly of his time in the utmost dedication and commitment, someone who willingly makes the sacrifices both personally and professionally to be an active volunteer, community advocate, and so much more. Fly fishing, badminton, basketball, Cambridge University, small business owner and volunteer, and dedicated community advocate. What do all of these things have in common? Dawn Scott. Since moving to Fort McMurray in 2000, Dawn has been actively involved in our community from the very beginning, something that I think he learned from his parents, being involved, making a difference, making change. His energy and his expertise have given so much. As past president of the United Way and currently sitting as municipal councillor, Dawn works tirelessly to make a positive change on our region and to make it a better place for all of us and for our children and for our grandchildren. Dawn is passionate about two things: his family and his community. He is a man of action, not willing to sit idly by complaining about what is, but willing to work to find solutions about what could and should be. A man with vision, not because he stands taller than most of us in a crowd, but because he understands the challenges and opportunities that face this great region and sees what needs to be done and gets busy doing it. His sometimes quiet demeanor and humble way of coming across masks the tiger within. That tiger that is never afraid to speak out strongly and knowledgeably on the issues. That tiger that will stand up for what he believes in and what is right, not what is easy. Dawn speaks out when he has something to say, but just as important, he listens. He defends our community to the naysayers with the big spirit that exemplifies what Fort McMurray is all about. I've known Dawn for many years. He is a man of great integrity, a man who clearly cares deeply about his community and is compassionate about those that need a helping hand, and works with determination, dedication, and energy and conviction to make this a better place for us all. We will now watch a short video before I introduce Dawn.
As our Premier Alison Redford said, we are not just a boomtown, we are a hometown. And we need to ensure that this continues to be a place that people want to live and build a life. I agree with the Premier's vision of government that is committed to accessible, publicly funded healthcare, properly funded education, safer and healthier communities, and a cleaner, stronger economy. Our challenge is to create a climate that will give us the services that we need and the quality of life that we deserve. This is a multicultural community which is incredibly diverse. We need to celebrate our differences and use them to make us stronger. No other community has as much ambition and drive. We need to create the conditions that will allow us to be all we can be and more. We need a government that makes smart decisions. We need a thoughtful approach that makes sense. Don Scott, and I am running to represent the residents and businesses of Fort McMurray-Conklin for the Progressive Conservative nomination.
It is definitely my honor and privilege to welcome to the podium a terrific individual, an outstanding community advocate, and my friend, Mr. Donald Scott.